Hey, this is Professor Fay with your anatomy lesson of the day. We've got the cardiovascular system diagrammed out here, and so we're going to talk about how blood returns to our heart through our veins. So first, if we look at the heart, there are two vessels that you can see returning blood to the right atrium, so the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. Another vessel that you don't see so well is the coronary sinus. That returns blood from the heart's myocardium to the right atrium as well. So first, if we look at the lower extremity, you can see that there's some blue veins running up the lower extremity. Not all veins in your body are pictured on this model, but we'll do some of the major ones. So we'll start here with the femoral vein. So all of the blood from your lower extremity is running up eventually into the femoral vein. So this would be the left femoral vein. That crosses through the abdominal wall right about here into your like an abdominal pelvic cavity. And at that point, it becomes called the left external iliac vein. That left external iliac vein eventually meets up with the left internal iliac vein. And so then right here, they become called the common iliac vein. So then there are left and right common iliac veins that merge to form the inferiormost end of the inferior vena cava. That runs up through your abdominal cavity. And there are more veins draining into it, typically. I just don't have all of them modeled out here. But you can see the left and the right renal veins in blue. And then you can see the spleen up there and its splenic vein running back into the inferior vena cava here. That inferior vena cava runs posterior to the liver and then up through the thoracic cavity, finally dumping into the right atrium of the heart. From the upper body, we've got some veins coming back from the hand. We've got radial and ulnar veins, so radial and ulnar veins. We've got a median cubital vein. We've got a basilic vein here and a cephalic vein out here. These merge to form the axillary vein. We're on the left side of the body, so all these would be left side veins. Left axillary vein ends up coming to about here. At that point, the external jugular vein that drains the face and the internal jugular vein that drains the brain would merge into the subclavian vein. So the axillary transitions into subclavian inside the rib cage. You can see the jugulars dumping into it. And that subclavian vein ends up, after the merge point, turning into the brachiocephalic vein, the left brachiocephalic vein. And then you can see the right brachiocephalic vein here. As these two veins merge, you form a short superior vena cava, and that returns blood into the right atrium of the heart from all the upper extremity and head neck vessels. And that is venous flow.